Hey Virgo, um, I know this is super late, but I'm going to get all the signs out before the month ends. But what I'm going to do, since I'm so close to it being the end of the month, I'm just going to do energy readings. All right, so I'm just going to look into what the energy is and then just quickly look into it with the tarot, but it's going to be a lot shorter than the ones I've done before, just so I can fit every sign in in a timely manner at the amount of time that I have left. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So make sure to check all your placements. This will not resonate with everybody. That is not possible. This is why I highly recommend you check your other placements. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. You may find messages that will benefit you throughout the reading, or it could be that someone watches this and really feels like this is their reading. It could very well be. Trust your intuition. That's what I'm all about. Working with the intuition. All right. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is going to be energy reading. It's timeless. It can be happening right now. It could be something that's coming in. All right. So, let's see what Spirit has to say for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also, if you want more information about me as a psychic and how I connect, that information will be in the description box below, and then also my contact information will be down there. All right, so Spirit, what message do you have for Virgo? What is the energy for Virgo? Spirit, what is the energy for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, what I'm already picking up here, I'm already getting a vision of someone pouring water, like a bucket of water. It's just flowing water that I keep seeing. All right. What I'm getting from this is you could possibly need to put all this emotion, care, love, support, also what I'm hearing, into yourself. It could be that you're either having a hard time right now. This is not for every Virgo, but I am specifically picking up energy here where there could be some Virgos you're having a hard time. All right, it could be with friends, family, with yourself even. But regardless, there's a sense of feeling uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable. It's nothing unbearable. It's just this weird, like you can't pinpoint what it is, but something just makes you feel either uneasy or you just don't feel settled. You could be feeling restless, maybe having a hard time sleeping. All right. It could be affecting your sleep. Literally, it could be affecting the quality of your sleep and how much you sleep. All right. So I'm already getting that as far as a message. So, Spirit, what else can you tell me? What is the energy for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising? All right. Dedicated effort came out. Okay. And then also control came out as well. So I'm just going to read one card because it's going to be a quick reading. All right. But obviously what I'm getting quickly with the control card is you may need to control what's going on around you, control yourself, control how you're feeling more per se. All right. Controlling your emotions because there's something that you need to listen to yourself about. There's something that, like I said earlier, I felt like there's something, it's like you can't pinpoint it. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And what you need to do is separate yourself from your environment because it could be that you're not sitting with yourself in peace. It could be there's other people living with you, or you live with family, or it's just the area you live in. Whatever that is, there's something around you in the environment. It's not allowing you to sit with yourself in peace and quiet. So if you have to go to your bedroom, do so. If you need to get out of the house, go on a hike, go out in nature somewhere. And you don't have to necessarily meditate, but you need to sit with yourself because there's something you're not you're feeling unsettled because there's something you're missing here, but your intuition's trying to tell you there's a block here to your intuition. It could be it's blocked because you're stressed, or again, it's your environment. It's not allowing you to sit with yourself, be calm, have quiet. Maybe there's a lot of noise around where you are. Okay, and I also feel that you need to also trust your intuition, all right? Because it could be that others aren't seeing something, but you're seeing it. So, what I'm getting is you need to trust your intuition, because whatever you're feeling right now, Virgo, intuitively is correct. Whatever you're intuitively feeling right now that has to do with your own situation, you're guessing right. Like your guess is correct. You're right. Whatever you're feeling, this is true or it's happening, okay? So that's what I'm getting when it comes to the control part. This is why I didn't want to read two cards, because then I really get into it. All right, so dedicated effort. I always feel this card is linked to work, but what I'm also getting here, it's not just work. I feel, Virgo, this has a lot to do with yourself. Putting in the dedicated effort to either allow yourself to heal, give yourself compassion and understanding. All right. It could be that you also need to put in more dedicated effort when it comes to physically changing something about yourself. If that's working out, maybe there needs to be more dedication in working out. If that's even a career or job, you may need to put more dedication into that, or you're having to. All right, because there are some changes here with the career. It could be linked to something creative here with the card. Obviously he's painting, so it's a creative link here. It could be projects, or you're creating something, literally a painting, and you're freaking out, or maybe you're getting, I feel you either feel like you have enough time and maybe you don't. Okay, things may change unexpectedly. It's like the message I'm getting is you need to be prepared, more so this around this time, because whatever you're creating, it's either you're going to need more people to help you out, all right, on this project, or if this is a solo project and you can't hire others, this is only you can create this, then you may need to put more time into your craft or whatever it is that you're creating. I feel that's a personal message for me too, although I've had personal readings. Sometimes we got to overwork. I don't believe in overworking. That's me. I'm also a Taurus. I don't know any Tauruses that believe in overworking. We work hard, but we don't like to be overworked because we get exhausted. Um, but I feel with Virgo, you may need to dedicate a little more time, or this is going to be needed because it could be something unexpected is going to come up, and you may need to have something finished before the time that was given, or I'm also getting you need to stop being so nitpicky with your work or whatever you're creating, because you're missing the small details. It's almost like you're wasting time, but you're missing out on some small details is what I'm getting. You could be missing out details as in, per se, if it's a painting, you're missing the details, or there's something missing, or you're just over analyzing the detail. It could also be that too with Virgos. They can be a little OCD and nitpick their creations or whatever it is that they're working on. And it's like it has to be perfection, although perfection doesn't necessarily exist. The sign of Virgo always tries to create that, though, something pretty close enough. So you need to be aware of those things. All right, let's get into it with the tarot. I also feel it could be for some Virgos, if this is something that's already happened and you're finishing a project, I feel you're going to get back what it is that you deserve or the effort that you put in, it will be given back to you, all right, energetically. Almost like karma. What you gave will be repaid to you. All right, let's see. But yeah, Virgo, could be you need to get out in nature a little bit, all right? You need plants. You need to be around plants. If you are a plant person, maybe you need to start planting more or gardening. This is it puts you in a very serene energy, all right? Which is something that you do need. Calm your mind. Also to, in some shape or form, be within yourself, to allow your third eye to open and to allow your intuition to speak to you, okay? All right. Spirit, what else do you want to tell me about this energy, dedicated effort for the sign of Virgo? Spirit, what else do you want to tell me about this? All right, Ace of Wands, there it is, something new that's being created. This is the project card as well. Also with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that tells me that you need to get some rest, take a break. All right, there could be for those Virgos that are overworking themselves. Okay, focusing way too much on the detail, you're stressing yourself out to the point where it's going to make you sick, and then you're going to have to take a break from this, and it's going to back everything up. So another thing is you need to look out for your health. If you're not getting the amount of rest that's needed, fine, but at least when it comes to your health, utilize or take something that is going to at least keep your immunity system boosted, because I feel you're not getting enough rest and maybe you can't because you're on a time crunch. Then you need to make sure that you're taking necessary precautions to your health, your physical body, because it does matter. When your brain's tired, your body starts to shut down. So if your brain's going to start shutting down because you're overworking yourself, then at least you need to make sure that your immunity is built so you don't get sick. I mean, you can't, they're both tied together. So it's really important. Also, with the Four of Swords upright, again, you could be having issues with sleeping. You're stressed about money, possibly. Again, projects not finishing on time, or you feel like you're in a time crunch. Also, with the Five of Pentacles, it could be that not only are you stressed about money, but you're concerned about if you're waiting on money to come in, all right, that's linked to a project or something that you are responsible for, managing, creating, whatever that is. I feel that it's going to take some time, all right? Also, there's some Virgos that you need to sit with yourself because your intuition is going to tell you what it is you need to drop and what it is you need to move forward with, because you have to make some decisions here. With the Judgment card, you need to figure out what it is you want to leave out. If that's a person, place, or thing, so be it. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. But somebody or someone here needs to be released, all right? Because it could be an energetic block to some blessings coming in for you as well. You really need to tap into that inner wisdom in order to see the truth about something here, to be not enlightened, but I guess you could say to make you aware. It's like having that aha moment, but it comes from your intuition. That's why I'm saying whatever you're intuitively going to get or receive as a message, what you're feeling is correct. All right. There is something new coming in. It could be a new project. If this is something that you're stressed out about or you're worried that you're not going to receive, you will get it. There will be a final judgment made, and I feel that something new is going to start for you. All right, something you're very passionate about as well, that you love doing. I also feel for Virgo, especially for the masculine Virgos, you really need to, what I'm getting here is put your foot down, All right, you need to really utilize your wisdom around this time, especially if it's linked to creative projects, anything that deals with work. You need to use your intuition, also wisdom from what you've already experienced and know with whatever it is that you do as a job or career. You're also going to have to use more of your logic when it comes to this new creation or project. There's you're going to have to use more of your wisdom and your logic moving forward with this. Not so much of your creative energy, but it could be that this is needed in order for things to turn out and be successful. Because again, I'm hearing focus on the small details. You could be missing out on small details. So make sure that if you're even signing any kind of legal contracts, that not only don't move forward with something right away. Give it time, let yourself think about it, and then make the judgment. All right, because it could be you have to make a decision between two things here, and you need to first take your time, sleep on it, think about it, and then move forward because you're going to have to choose one out of the two. You can't take both, is what I'm getting. But whatever you're going to move forward with, I feel that it's going to be successful. But it's very important that you're in within this King of Swords energy. You're using more of your logic than emotion, or you can't go off emotion with this. You have to go off with what's logically right, what makes sense when you make this decision. You can't go off of how you feel. You have to go off of what makes sense. All right, so let me get a couple more cards. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this Ace of Wands? What's this new beginning? Spirit, what's this new beginning? A Hierophant. So this is something that is going to take place within a group, all right? Because a Hierophant, it's religious organization, but it's also linked to groups, all right? It doesn't have to be linked to religion, but it means family, loyalty, and also faith is what I'm getting here. So it could be that you need to have faith in something as well because you feel it's not going to be successful. I feel you keep thinking that something isn't going to go in your favor, or go right, or move forward, but you need to have faith in whatever it is that you have on your mind here because things are going to move forward. Things have been stagnant for you in a while. Also, there's been some deceptions here, all right, tied to the heart, the emotions. There could be some Virgos or somebody from your past, all right, when it comes to a love relationship or someone that you've recently maybe separated from. It could be Virgos are not wanting to date right now, they're wanting to be alone, or you're just not in the right energy right now to be dating, or you just don't feel you have the I don't want to say strength, but you just don't have the emotional energy to give. It's like I can't even explain it. Pretty much your energy, Virgo. You can't afford to give any more of it. It's like this is why I had that vision of you pouring all that water out. You know, it's like I saw this bucket of water just flowing. And I said, you have to put all of this love and care into yourself. So it could be that this is what you need right now. All right. You're not ready to start anything new. You're wanting to almost be um, more by yourself. All right. Or just wanting to be by yourself because it could be you're wanting to be by yourself because what I also see here within this inner silence and wisdom, you may receive knowledge or intuitive messages regarding your beliefs and what you've believed in thus far and how they've changed could be very much tied to religion. Maybe you had specific views when it came to religion, certain beliefs that you were strongly tied to, or that was it. You knew this was right. This is the how a religion should be. This is how you should be living your life, whatever it is. It's linked to beliefs. Your beliefs changed. It's like you were exposed to something new, or you became aware of something that maybe you've never questioned before. It's linked to religion, all right, that has opened up your eyes to something new, and it's changing your belief system, the way you've always looked at life and how you perceived life and your viewpoints of life have changed. And I feel this has changed because you got it. I mean, sure, if it's linked to the quarantine, maybe because you've had to spend a lot of time at home by yourself, possibly, where you've realized a lot of things, and that was your inner wisdom. So you've gained more wisdom around this time. And I feel that you're now becoming aware of your belief systems either changing, or you're changing something about yourself, which I also think I said earlier because I felt that something that you need to change about yourself, or something is changing. But it's a positive thing here. I feel for some Virgos, this is definitely linked to changes to the way you think, belief systems, your religion possibly as well. You could be choosing to leave a certain religion or a certain way of believing and moving into something completely new because that's what makes sense to you. That belief system is what makes sense to you, and that's what you're going to move forward with. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but I had to say that. I feel that you're worried that something isn't going to be successful here that's linked to a project. But the wheels are going to start turning, and I feel that things are going to move forward. And you definitely have a decision to make here. If it's linked to love, I don't think I finished saying that, but if it's linked to love, you may need to decide if you want to accept somebody's cup. This doesn't have to be someone from your past. It could be a new person that's wanting to date you or has love for you. This person could be coming in very soon in the near future. So it could be someone from your past. It may be somebody new. That would depend on each person. But regardless, I do feel there's a love offer coming in because it's linked to emotions. So you may need to prepare to be a little more open and acceptable, because it could be that you're closed off when it comes to your emotions. This is why, if you're closed off, it could be you either know this person, there's a past here that's linked, and you may not want to deal with it, but you need to deal with it and make a choice because it can't continue like this. Something has continued here, especially if it's linked to love for too long, and it's either now or never. Really, that's what I'm hearing. All right. And this doesn't have to necessarily be you making the choice, Virgo. It could be the other person that's involved, but there is a choice that's being made here, and you need to maybe give yourself more time prior to making a final decision about this. I also feel this is linked to creative jobs. If there's any job that has legal contracts involved, or papers, legal papers, please take your time making a final decision with this, because you need to look at the small details. If this is linked to love, you have to decide if you need time to make a decision. I feel it's always best, and you owe it to yourself, to give yourself some time and think about it prior to making a final decision, but you don't want to think about it to the point where you overthink and then it could sabotage. See what I mean? When you're in that kind of Four of Cups energy, it's like you're pretty much closed, like you're choosing to close yourself off from love. It's a personal choice. And again, it could be because you're not ready for love. But maybe allow someone to open up to you. All right, maybe you don't have to open up to someone emotionally, but maybe it's more so giving another person the chance to open up to you because there may be something that they want to say to you. Again, I feel it's linked to love. All right, so these are some things that you should be expecting or you're already going through, Virgo. It could be, Virgo, you've changed as a person. So it's like you're no longer satisfied emotionally with anything you've already been through, with anything that you've already kind of experienced with someone else. I feel with Virgo, it's like you want new love, but you're also not ready for it because there could be some Virgos, again, you're kind of focusing on the disappointments. And it could very well be you're focusing on disappointments because you're healing and you need more time to heal, which also means, yeah, you're not ready to date. You're not ready to open up your heart to someone. But if this is someone that wants to open up to you, I feel you should give them a chance to say what it is that they need to say. It doesn't mean that you have to run back in their arms. It doesn't mean that you have to force yourself to date somebody now because they told you all this stuff. It's more so allowing the person to talk, respecting what they're saying, and being honest and open with what it is that you want at this time, especially if it's linked to love. You know, just so you, I feel it's just so you clear some karma because you don't want to have any loose ends, all right? Also, confidence is your key to success. And I said that earlier. You need to stay confident, be positive about something because you could be overthinking to the point where it makes something way worse than it is. Look at that. Nothing is yet set in stone. So give yourself some time prior to making a final decision here. Also, meditate and contemplate. There it is. You need to take some time here and think about what it is you want to do, what it is you want to move forward. Could be for some Virgos, this is something new coming in for you. Could be linked to a job, it could be linked to love. But regardless, it could be both. Honestly, you may need to allow a little bit of your guard down, all right? Because I feel that it's okay to have pride, but if it's to the point where it shuts new beginnings from coming into you or blessings from coming in because you're getting blocked or you're blocking it because you're staying in this negative energy in the mind. You need to understand that pride, it's okay to have some pride to the point where you're confident and you have boundaries. Like I said earlier, you may need to set some boundaries. It's good to be confident to the point where you set boundaries, but you still allow others to approach you and possibly discuss something or approach you with something new because you don't want to miss out on an opportunity because others may feel you're not approachable. So maybe you need to soften up a little bit. It's key to use your intuition and your wisdom, logic, all right? But it's also important to allow others to speak, including yourself as well. But regardless, the final message here is you need to contemplate on something prior to making a decision because not only do you want to make the wrong decision, you don't want to miss an opportunity because you've also maybe have waited for this for a while, or something didn't work out in the past. And it could be that there was some deception here that was caused. So whatever's coming back, maybe you need to not go off emotions here and go off of what's right and what's wrong, pretty much. All right, I'm going to end it there because I already feel like that was, see, 30 minutes. I can't help it. Sometimes the messages, they just keep coming and I go and I keep going. So, Virgo, I hope that resonated with you or that you got some messages from that reading. If not, again, check your sun, moon, rising. If you want more information about me as a psychic, that will be down below. And of course, thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel thus far. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I am sending you love and light and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, Virgo. Bye.